Hey everyone, welcome back to Pop Off English. If you're new here, I'm Mia.
And I'm Leo. This is the place to have fun, laugh, and learn simple English together.
Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with a friend who wants to improve their English.
Yeah, help your friend sound smarter, or at least less confused.
Today we're talking about one small word that does many things in English.
The word is could. It's short, it's simple, and people use it all the time.
By the end of this episode, you will understand how to use could in real life in easy sentences.
And you will say, oh, that was easy, instead of, what is this grammar nightmare?
All right, let's start. First, what is could? Very simple. Could is related to can.
Can is for now. Could is often for the past, or for more polite or more imaginary situations.
Think of could as the softer, more gentle cousin of can.
Can is like open the door. Could is like maybe if you want, could you open the door?
So in this episode, we'll show you how to use could in 4 big ways.
1. Could for ability in the past.
2. Could for polite requests and offers.
3. Could for possibility.
And 4. Could for imaginary or unreal situations, like if I could fly.
Let's start with could for ability in the past. Easy, clear, no pain, no grammar tears.
Could for past ability means you were able to do something before, in the past.
Very often, we use it with verbs like see, hear, walk, run, swim, read, and so on.
For example, when I was 5, I could read. That means at age 5, I had the ability to read.
Another example. When I was a child, I could run very fast. Not now. Now I can sit very fast.
So the structure is subject plus could plus base form of the verb. Like, I could swim. She could speak Spanish. They could climb trees.
It's the same for negative. Subject plus could not, couldn't plus base form. For example, I couldn't swim when I was 6. He couldn't ride a bike when he was young.
Let's make a little story with could in the past. When I was 10, I could play the piano a little. I couldn't play very well, but I could read simple music. I could practice every day after school, and I could remember the songs.
Nice. For me, when I was 10, I could eat a lot of pizza. I could finish a big pizza alone. But I couldn't cook anything. I couldn't make pasta. I couldn't even make eggs. I could only push buttons on the microwave.
So again, we use could here to talk about general ability in the past.
But careful. If you talk about one specific moment in the past, we usually don't use could. We use was able to or managed to.
For example, yesterday, the door was locked. I was able to open it with a tool, not I could open it for that one moment.
But don't worry too much about this now. As a beginner, focus on could for general ability in the past. It's very common and very useful.
One more thing. We also use could with senses in the past. Like, I could hear music from my room. We could see the mountains from our window.
So could, here is again, past ability. We were able to hear. We were able to see.
Okay, that's the first big use. Now let's go to something you can use every day. Polite requests.
Now we talk about could for polite requests and offers. This is very important if you want to sound nice in English.
Can you open the window? Is okay. It's not rude. But could you open the window? sounds softer, more polite.
The structure is could plus subject plus base form of the verb plus please. For example, could you help me, please? Would you pass the salt, please? Could you close the door, please?
You can also remove please if your tone is friendly. For example, could you send me the file? Could you call me tomorrow?
Could you is great in emails, at work, with strangers, with your teacher, with your boss, with that scary neighbor who never smiles.
We also use could I when we ask for permission in a polite way. For example, could I use your phone? Could I sit here? Could I open the window?
Can I is also correct, but could I feels a bit more polite, a bit more formal.
Now, could for offers. When you want to offer help, you can say, I could help you with your homework. I could cook dinner tonight. We could meet after work.
It's not 100% I will do this. It's more like, this is an option. If you want, I can do this.
Let's do a little dialogue to show could for requests and offers. Leo, could you make dinner tonight?
I could, but then we might both cry. My cooking is dangerous.
Okay, could you order pizza instead?
That I can do. I could also get dessert.
Perfect. So you see, could you to ask politely, and I could to offer or suggest.
Use these in your daily life. Could you help me? Could you explain that? Could we talk later? Super useful.
Now, could has another job. It can talk about possibility.
Could for possibility is like maybe. We use it when something is possible, but we are not sure. For example, it could rain later. This could be a problem. She could be at home. They could come to the party.
The structure is subject plus could plus base form of verb. Like, he could arrive early. The train could be late. I could get a new job next year.
It's like saying, maybe this will happen. It is possible.
Compare. It will rain. You are sure. It could rain. Maybe, possible, not sure.
Another example. He is at home. You are sure. He could be at home. Maybe he is. Maybe not.
Let's make a mini story with could for possibility. Tomorrow is Saturday. I could stay at home and watch movies. I could go out with my friends. I could visit my parents. I don't know yet. There are many possibilities.
Another one. This weekend, I could clean my room. I could go to the gym. I could cook something healthy. But I will probably just sleep.
So could shows options, things that are possible.
Notice something. Could for possibility is often about the future, but the verb is in base form. We don't say I could will go. We say I could go.
Also, you can use could for present possibility, like, who is at the door? It could be the neighbor.
Or, where is my phone? It could be in your bag.
So could here is like, maybe yes, maybe no.
All right, now we go to the last big use, could, for imaginary situations, especially with if.
Could is great for talking about imaginary or unreal situations, things that are not true now, but you want to imagine. We often use it with if. For example, if I had more money, I could travel the world. If I were taller, I could play basketball better.
The structure is often if plus past simple plus subject plus could plus base verb. For example, if I had a car, I could visit you more often. If we lived near the beach, we could swim every day. If she studied more, she could pass the exam.
Important. In these sentences, the past form had, lived, studied doesn't really mean past time. It means unreal or imaginary.
So if I had more money, I could travel. In reality, I don't have more money. But I'm dreaming.
Let's do a fun example. If I could speak every language, I could make friends all over the world.
If I could read minds, I could know when people are lying to me about liking my cooking.
If I could fly, I could visit you in 5 minutes.
If we could stop time, we could sleep for 10 extra hours.
With good here, we talk about ability in an unreal situation. It's like a dream ability.
We also sometimes use could have for unreal things in the past, but that is a little more advanced, so we will not go deep into it here.
Just a quick taste, very simple. If I had studied more, I could have passed the test.
It means, in the past, I didn't study, so I didn't pass. It was possible to pass, but I didn't.
Don't worry if this feels hard now. For today, focus on could with if for unreal or imaginary situations in the present.
Like, if I had more free time, I could learn guitar. If I lived in Japan, I could eat sushi every day.
All right, now let's mix everything. Past ability, polite requests, possibility, and imaginary situations.
Let's make a longer, simple conversation using many types of could.
We'll keep the English easy and slow so you can follow. When I was a teenager, I could wake up at 6 a.m. without a problem.
Wow. When I was a teenager, I could sleep for 12 hours. I couldn't wake up before 10 a.m.
Now, I can't wake up early, but I could try if I go to bed earlier.
You could also drink less coffee at night. That could help.
True. Hey, Leo, could you make me a cup of tea?
I could, but I think you need water more than tea.
You're right. It could be a bad idea to drink more caffeine.
Today, it could rain. We could stay at home and work on videos.
Or we could go to a cafe and write scripts there.
If we went to a cafe, we could eat cake too.
If we ate cake, we could be very happy.
If I had more money, I could buy cake for all our subscribers.
I like this plan. If Pop Off English had 1 million subscribers, we could make videos every day.
And we could travel and make videos in many countries.
If we worked hard and never stopped, we could really do that.
That's right. It's possible. It could happen.
So in this little conversation, you heard many could uses.
Past ability. When I was a teenager, I could wake up early.
Polite request. Could you make me a cup of tea?
Possibility. It could rain.
Suggestions and options. We could stay at home. We could go to a cafe.
Imaginary situations. If we had more money, we could buy cake for everyone.
This is how English speakers really use could in normal, everyday life.
Now let's do a quick recap. No long grammar table, just the important ideas. 1. Could for past ability. I could swim when I was 5. She could read when she was 4. We couldn't drive when we were 15.
2. Could for polite requests and permission. Could you open the window, please? Could you help me? Could I use your phone?
3. Could for possibility. It could rain later. He could be at home. This could be a problem.
4. Could in imaginary or unreal situations with if. If I had more time, I could learn piano. If we lived near the sea, we could swim every day.
And also could for suggestions or options. We could watch a movie. You could talk to your boss. They could start a new project.
Listen for could when you watch movies, series, podcasts, and YouTube videos in English. You will hear it a lot.
You don't need to understand every rule perfectly right now. Just start using simple sentences.
For example, you can talk about your past. When I was a child, I could. When I was 10, I couldn't.
Or you can talk about your weekend. I could visit my friends. I could stay home and relax.
Or you can dream a little. If I had more money, I could. If I lived in another country, I could.
The more you use could, the more natural it will feel.
Before we finish, let's create a small practice situation for you. Imagine this. It's Saturday. You have no plans. You are free all day.
What could you do?
You could sleep late. You could cook something new. You could watch a movie in English. You could call a friend. You could go for a walk.
Now imagine your childhood. When I was a child, maybe I could ride a bike. I could climb trees. I could eat a lot of candy.
And now imagine an unreal fantasy situation. If I could travel anywhere, I could go to. If I could speak any language, I could.
Use these patterns in your mind with your own ideas. Change travel and speak to other verbs you know.
You don't need long, difficult sentences. Short and clear is perfect.
For example, if I had more time, I could read more books. If I had a dog, I could go to the park every day.
Okay, let's bring this home. That's it for today's episode of Pop Off English. You learned many ways to use could like a real English speaker.
Now you can talk about past abilities, make polite requests, talk about possibilities, and imagine cool situations with could.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with a friend who could also learn from it.
Your support really helps us. With more subscribers, we could make even better content for you.
Tell us in the comments, if you could have any superpower, what could you do?
And also write one simple sentence with could from your real life. For example, when I was a child, I could. Or, this weekend I could.
We read your comments, and they help us know what you need and what you like.
Thanks for watching Pop Off English. You're doing great. Every small step is progress.
Keep listening, keep learning, and keep having fun with English.
See you in the next episode.
Bye for now.